When I was a kid, my parents sent me to music school. I did that for about 2 years, classical piano. And then I stopped because I had to move here to the States. But then like junior high school and high school, there were keyboard classes, not piano. Crappy little Casios. And I took them, but they weren't really anything that great, so I didn't learn anything new from that. And then I forgot all the old stuff. I mean, if I looked at a note sheet, I could probably figure it out after looking at it for a couple hours. Finding the keys on the keyboard. As far as picking EDM music, it was probably like 92 or 94. 94. I went back to Poland for the summer, and Viva, the German music channel, was pretty new. And Eurodance was blowing up, and some happy hardcore and like Scooter and all these cool bands, and I fell in love with that cheesy stuff, and I still love it now. Like, brings back a lot of memories, and I just knew when I heard that music, I'm like, I'm gonna do this. And to me that was techno. I'm like, I love techno, I'm gonna make techno. It's like just cheesy Eurodance stuff.
So tell us about this artist album that you have coming up, and what is the overall vision of your sound?
The album Picking Up the Pieces is my second attempt at an album. I actually tried to do the album maybe 3-4 years ago, but mentally I wasn't ready for it, and I wasn't really making that much music yet. It was maybe like one single a year and a few remixes. So we had to cancel it like maybe 5 songs in. Some of them got released on EPs. There was one single, Phoenix Born, that I had to change a little bit because it was different on the album. And then another song never got released. Maybe I will rework it someday. But right now, I started working on music pretty hard, like full time. And I think last summer I was already like 1 or 2 songs into the album, and I really wanted to do it. I think it was the right time. And though there's not a lot of money in trance music, so that's why it took much longer for me to finish the album than it should have, because I did like an album song, and then I had to do another remix to make some money, and then another album song and then another remix, just going back and forth. It could be difficult knowing where to start, what to start on. Like, do you start with percussion or some bass elements or a melody? I know a lot of producers, well, some producers that can make a song within hours. Robert Nixon, looking at you, buddy. 6 hours, 3 hours, he'll finish something, and it always like pisses me off. And he loves to rub it in my face. But me, I usually take the fastest to do like a club song would be a week. Usually 2 to 3. Chill out stuff is really easy and natural for me. I could do that in maybe a day or 3 days. You could have a little block and not go anywhere with it. Or sometimes, you know, you just know from the start what you want. Producers and DJs have changed their sound a lot lately. It's not really trance anymore, and a lot of fans have been pretty pissed off about that, and they don't know where to go. And I feel that it's important for me to stay true to what I always loved about the music, the trance. So I pretty much do the same thing I've been doing for 10 years, except it's not the same because it keeps changing more and more and better and new sounds, stuff like that, but it's still like real trance, so that's important to me. Dubstep and house, and what has essentially become trance, and now dubstep elements in trance music are a huge turnoff for me. Online music stores and some producers and DJs are labeling that kind of music as trance. So then the newcomers that are brainwashed into thinking that's trance, you know, all that is kind of giving the real trance music a bad name. So I try to distance myself from that as much as possible.